speed reading. Now, the faith healing, what it means and how blind faith works. What is popularly known as faith healing is not the faith spoken in the Bible, which means that the knowledge of interaction of the conscious and subconscious mind. A faith healer is one who heals without any real scientific understanding of the powers and forces involved. He or she claim a special gift of healing, and the sick person's blind belief in him or her, or in his or her powers that may bring results. In many parts of the world, traditional healers treat their patients by dances, incantations, and invocations of spirits. A person may be healed by touching the relics of a saint, wearing special ritual garb, lighting a holy incense of candle, or drinking a mixture of brewed herb. Anything that lead the patient to honestly believe in the method or process will make a healing more likely. Any method that causes you to move from fear and worry to faith and expectancy will heal. Many people claim that because their individual theories produce results, they must therefore be correct and true. As we have already seen, this cannot be right. To illustrate how blind faith works, think back to our discussion on the Swiss physician French Anton Mesmer. In 1776, he claimed to have produced many cures by stroking the bodies of his patients with magnets. Later, he threw away his magnets and simply made passes with his hands in a short distance from the patient. This too worked. To explain the success of this new procedure, Mesmer evolved the theory of animal magnetism. This he held to be fluid that pervades the universe but is most active in the human organism. He claimed that his magnetic fluid was being transmitted from his hands to the diseased bodies of his patients, and that this transfer of animal magnetism was uh, what healed them. People flocked to him, and many wonderful cures were reported. Mesmer moved to Paris. There, the government appointed a commission to investigate his cures. Its members included prominent physicians and members of the Academy of Sciences, of which Benjamin Franklin was a member. After a thorough inquiry, the commission admitted that Mesmer had produced confirmed cures. It held, however, that there was no evidence to prove the correctness of his magnetic fluid theory. It suggested that the effects was due to the imagination of the patient. Soon after this, Mesmer was driven into exile. He died in 1815. Shortly afterwards, Dr. James Braid of Manchester, England, undertook to show that the magnetic fluid had nothing to do with the production of the healings but of Dr. Mesmer. Dr. Braid discovered that patients would be thrown into hypnotic sleep, suggestion, while they were in the hypnotic trance. He succeeded in producing many of the amazing phenomena that Mesmer had ascribed to animal magnetism. You can readily see that all these curves were undoubtedly brought about by the active imagination of the patients together with the powerful suggestion of health to their subconscious mind. It is not unfair to call this blind faith because neither the patient nor the practitioner understood how the cure were brought about. We can stop here at this point and then continue from here. This is GS Anand. I am a mechanical engineer turned digital recruiter signing off until we meet.